Hello everybody, my name is kenpoluke and welcome back to my channel. And this is my second gun video. Yes, as I am fairly new to firearms, all my videos are geared towards people who are new to firearms. So if you're an old school person who's been in the firearms for a long time, my video is probably ain't for you, but who knows? Maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't. If not, refreshing yourself. But my firearm videos now are geared towards new shooters. So, and like I always say, I am maybe new to firearms, but I am not new to self-defense. If you see my previous video, you'll see why. But today's video, we are going to do the field stripping of the M&P, or excuse me, Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm shield. So, this is my everyday carry gun. I love it. And I'm basically going to do an in-depth on this episode too, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about this gun. Now, as you know, this is the compact gun to the M&P, and they're great guns. I know they're polymer, but it does have a stainless steel slide, and yes, this is unloaded. See, nothing in there, but it does have a stainless steel slide, polymer. Now, mine does have the safety on it. I myself, I gotta have a safety on my gun. I feel better about it. Plus, I got a kid, and I want to make sure that no matter what, I got some extra safety measures going on with this gun. So, you can get this without the safety or with it. There's a lot of people who carry. Yes, I have a CCW, but they choose not to have that safety because it's one more thing you got to do before you pull that weapon out and fire. Me, I train myself on my draw because I carry right behind my right pocket. Yes, in the waistband. But when I practice my draw, pull it out, and I flip that safety down right away. So I've done that 100 times, if not a billion times. You know what I mean? That's how I practice. Always, as soon as I whip that gun out, safety's down, fingers off trigger, of course. But yes, this is a beautiful gun. I love it. It's less than an inch thick. Makes it great for a concealed carry because, to be honest with you, I don't even know the thing's on me, man. I'm so used to it, and I can't tell, man. Can't tell. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it weighs about, what is that? I think it's like 16 ounces or so. But it's got a 3.1 millimeter barrel, or 3.1 inch barrel. 3.1 millimeter. Excuse me. And like I said, it is 9 millimeter. Now, besides that, it does have the rack slide stop here, right there. Now, it also has your takedown lever and your clip release. Okay. Now, amongst other safety features, it does have a drop safety. So if you drop this gun, it ain't going to fire. So that's another thing I like about it. It is a striker-fired weapon, meaning that there is no hammer. It's all internal. I love this gun. It shoots great. I mean, granted, it does got a little bit of recoil for it because it's a polymer gun. Most of the weight's in that slide. But it does kick up on you. For me, it kicks up to the left a little bit. So, other than that, it is a great gun. I highly recommend it. Definitely for a concealed carry. And as far as I consider, nothing beats this thing right now. I know I'm new, but fairly new anyhow. I am looking to get a Chiappa Rhino in a 4-inch barrel. Thinking about doing that for a concealed carry, but I don't know. I really like this gun. Really, really like it. Love shooting it. I've fired through about, I don't know, 200 to 300 rounds through it so far. And I have not had any malfunctions whatsoever. This thing will shoot whatever you put into it as long as it's a 9mm Luger. Even steel cased ammo, no problems. Probably at least 100 of those rounds were steel cased, no problem at all. So, no hang fires, no nothing. Well, of course, hang fires are, due to the bullet, but no jams, no nothing. Absolutely love it. It fires anything. Completely reliable. That's another big thing about a concealed carry, is you want it reliable, man. When you pull this thing out and you have to use it, you want to know it's going to fire. So, all right, that's about the in-depth part of it. And like I said, it absolutely the gun. Oh, and the trigger. Trigger's got a nice pull to it, nice and smooth. I don't really have too much of a problem with it. It's got a little bit of a stop to it, and it's not completely smooth, but smoother than a lot of other handguns I've tried. So, other than that, fantastic. Oh, it does have a round indicator right there in the hole. You'll see the end of the casing right there, if there's a round loaded. The rear sight is non-adjustable, but the front one you can adjust for windage. And it does have the 3 dots. Notice I'm not even pointing at myself. It has the 3 dots. But I am going to be upgrading these sights to I can't think of it right now, but I will be upgrading the sights on this. So anyway, let's get down to the field stripping part of this video and the cleaning, because this gun needs cleaned. Okay, now as you can see, I got my little cleaning kit here. I got a nice little towel down. I got my handgun here. You are going to need like a little screwdriver or something, because it's got a pin down inside the chamber that you got to push down. And then you need something to cleaner. Now I use Ballistol. It's a multi-purpose cleaner. It cleans and lubricates at the same time. So, I mean, and it's guaranteed not to gum up, and that's very important to have a cleaner and a lubricant that doesn't come up, because eventually your firearm is going to mess up if you got something that gums up. So you don't want that. So I use Ballistol. Alright, let's get into this. So here's your firearm. First, you want to make sure it's unloaded. So bam, take the clip out. Whoop, there it is. Nothing in the chamber. Check the barrel down here. You also want to check to make sure the firing pin is not sticking out. And it is not sticking out. So we're good. Now the first thing we're going to do, take that little screwdriver, and let's see, I don't know if you can see this thing. I'll bring it over here. Let's see if we can. Kind of hard to see. I got an idea. Flashlight. Maybe it'll be a little easier for you guys to see. Alright, down. Whoop. Down there's like this little yellow lever. You see it? Oop, there we go. See that little yellow lever? It's got the bend that goes down, over, and down. See it? You got to push that all the way down into the magazine chamber. That'll help release the slide from the rest of the assembly. So that little yellow thing right there, that's got to go down. That's what you're going to need that screwdriver for. Alright. So, take that, push it down. Now, you really need to, for you new guys, you really need to know how to take care of your firearm. You take care of it, it will take care of you. Know what I mean? And the moment you need it. So always clean it on a regular basis. I like to clean it maybe once every 50 to 100 rounds. Sometimes sooner, depends on if I get bored or not. So, I mean, like I said, I love firearms. So you want to push that down, take your takedown lever, and move it all the way. It's going to be a little stiff. Alright. Now you're going to pull it back, and it's going to slide right off. Watch. See? Just like that. Okay? Now there's 7 points on this gun that you're going to have to lubricate. But by the time you're done, you're going to have about 5 parts. You got to take this recoil spring out. Okay? Just pulls out from the back. And then your barrel. Don't be intimidated by this, because this is all there is to this gun. So you got the magazine, you got the slide, you got the barrel, you got the recoil spring, and then you got the rest of the assembly. Okay? Now there's 7 points that Smith and Wesson recommends you lube. So we're going to do that right after we clean it. I got my little kit here. Let's see here. I can't ever remember which one of these. No, not that one. Okay. So we're going to clean out this barrel real quick. Maybe if I can get the damn thing out of here. Got this nice little kit. Just going to clean this barrel real quick. It's a little tougher than I wanted it to be. So, you know what, instead of doing that, because you don't really want to ruin the rifling on this thing, just take a little spray down the barrel, and let it drip out. That'll get all that stuff out of there. Yeah, sometimes I don't know. I need something for that 9mm barrel to get in there. It's supposed to have a bore snake, but apparently they sent me my 45, but they didn't send me my 9mm. So, I don't know, what are you going to do? So, we're just going to let that drip out. Now, the points that Smith & Wesson recommend you lubing is these two right here on the slide, front and rear. Then there's the trigger lever right down in there. See right there? You want to lube that. Then they recommend you lubing here and here on the barrel. Okay? So, we're just going to hit that real quick. Pop, pop. And again on the slide. Pop, pop. Front and rear. Whoop, there we go. And then right there. Now I just like to let it sit for a second. And that's all there is to the cleaning, especially if you use one of these bad boys. Oh, sorry, gotta put that down. Make sure it's draining out. Now we're just gonna have the reassembly. Like I said, you want to take care of your firearm. Always take care of your firearm. You don't want this thing to fail when you need it. It's funny, you know what they don't. It's amazing they don't have you clean none of this, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's get a little spray here. You know, it gets dirty, so you need to clean it. So we're just gonna let this sit, and I'll be back in a second to do the reassembly. All right, I'm back. So we let this sit for a second. I just like to let that solvent dry up a little bit, you know. So now all we gotta do is put this thing back together. So the first thing you're gonna do is stick that barrel in. And this notch, this little notch thing, it goes up. Slide that in, push it back. Now your recoil spring, this is going to go to the rear of the gun, and this is going to go into the front. And right here, on the front of the barrel, or the slide, it's got that little hole right there. See that? That is going to go right in there. And you're going to fit this. You have to push in a little bit. You want to make sure this is lined up nice and evenly with that that little stop thing I was showing you on the barrel. So as soon as that's even, you're good to go. Now, you got to put it back. Now, start at the front of the gun. It's got these little slides, pieces for these slides here. So start at the beginning, and then you're going to work your way back, just like that. Now, when you get this far, this part of the slide should be resting right there with the rest of the gun. Okay? Got lube on my hands. And then you're going to want to pull it back like this. And when you do that, get the slide stop in there so you rack the slide back. Okay? Now, take your takedown lever, stick it back. Now, in order to, that little lever I showed you, the little yellow lever, in order to push that back up, you can do it one of two ways. If you're not going to put the magazine back in it right away, you can take your screwdriver, wherever it is, there it is, and just pull it back up. Or you can just stick your clip in, and that pushes it right up. If you've done it correctly, click, everything works. Now I just got to clean up the outside of it because I got lube on the outside of it. But that's the field stripping, cleaning, lubing, and reassembly of the M&P Shield 911, the M&P Shield 9mm. Sorry, I got 1911 stuck in my head for some reason. But as far as I'm concerned, to me, that is the best carry gun because it fits my hand great, it shoots great, it's thin, it's not that heavy, and I can barely tell it's in the holster when I'm wearing it. Alright everybody, that's it. That's my in-depth of the M&P Shield, or Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, 9mm. They do have this in 40, caliber too. I like the 9mm because you fit more rounds in the clip. Now I do have, it does come with, sorry I did forget to tell you guys, it does come with a 7-round and an 8-round magazine, and you can purchase 10-round magazines on top of it, which I do have 2 of those as well. So I do have 4 magazines total, but the 10-rounders you have to purchase separately. And as you can see, the 10-rounder and the 8-rounder come with this, it doesn't want to move right now, but there's a little piece right here, piece of plastic, and that creates just a little bit more of a handle for you. That's nice. So, but I absolutely love that gun. It's my favorite gun right now. So, thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys new to the firearms learned something. But as always, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Hit that like button. But as always, show me some love, show me some hate, but show me something. Other way, I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out, and happy shooting, people. I know I love it. Do you?